The man at the centre of the row over BBC impartiality today had little to say.
I'm going to walk my dog and I'm going to do my shopping, so would you mind letting me do it on my own?
The morning after the night before he should have been presenting one of the channel's flagship programmes was off today to the shops.
Now on BBC One, we're sorry that we're unable to show our normal match of the day, including commentary tonight.
What's already a highlight show of the day's Premier League action was reduced further to a 20-minute showing. Match of the day light, if you like. A national institution of a programme minus the pundits, commentators and reporters who all stood down in solidarity with the presenter. The issue of impartiality is still at the heart of this dispute, with the Director General of the BBC attempting to clarify the situation.
We are, in the BBC, and myself, are absolutely driven by a passion for impartiality, not left, right or pandering to a particular party.
To say, I support your migrant policy, I back it, it's brilliant. He would be taking an opinion. Would you have removed him from the air? If he had supported
I'm not going to go through.
But it's a valid
I'm not going to
point,
go through all the hypotheticals of the past. What I'm going to.
But it's a valid point,
what I would say very clearly is we deal with these things on an ongoing basis.
Deborah Maiden, one of the business moguls on the BBC's Dragon's Den, tweeted,
I have never been curtailed in my activities on social media, and I have been punchy at times, which is why I find the whole thing deeply confusing.
Former TV executive David Elston has little sympathy for the presenter.
I think it was a quite deliberate provocation on Gary's part. There's a solution to this, which is for the BBC to separate itself into publicly funded public service content, news, current affairs, documentaries, arts, etc., and subscriber funded entertainment content, in which case it doesn't matter in the slightest what a comedian or a sports personality or any other entertainer does, because if anyone doesn't like it, they just cancel their subscription.
That seems a long way from happening with more immediate issues at hand. BBC Chairman Richard Sharp is under growing pressure to resign amid the impartiality row. Sharp's appointment has been scrutinised before, and he's currently being investigated over his relationship with former Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
They look in a real hole, and I don't think there's any way out of it for them until the chairman steps down, because the situation's certainly been worsened by having in place a chairman whose impartiality is at least dubious. He's already been found by a Common Select Committee to have misled by not declaring his interest in securing an £800,000 loan to bail out the Prime Minister.
The BBC's immediate focus will be to come to an agreement with Gary Lineker, but the wider priority will be to ensure it's a broadcaster that has the trust of the public and clear rules of impartiality amongst its talent.